Greetings and welcome to Bruce's Eclectic World. On the last video in EznixOS Debian Edition, I changed this wallpaper because I really love waterfalls to here. In the meantime, I decided to add a couple extras. So we'll go to Bruce, Pictures, and we'll open that folder. As you can see, these are for Eznix because he's an OS2 fan also. That is my favorite one. Then we have this one. This is, ooh, stretched out kills that one. This was another one of my favorites. Let's see if we can get that scaled will be better, I guess. Man, let's not be the original one because it didn't look that bad the other day. Anyway, we're going to leave this one. Just because we can. Although I think we'll change the scaling on it though. Back to stretched. There we go. Alrighty. So, with that all said and done, I'm not even sure where that was even going. We want to show the new Linux Mint Debian Edition 5 beta. They're calling it Elsie. Did a Google search. Apparently this has been out 3 days ago. Hey, you know, behind. Watched a video from SwitchedToLinux last night. He did a very good job on it. So I thought, well, I'll throw my hat in the ring. Why not? It has 4 gigs is what I always recommend to 20 gig hard drive space. There's your resolution. You know, it's a beta. It's going to have bugs and whatnot in it. Being beta, that's just the way it works. They have a GitHub page here where you can file bug reports. People's been doing that already. Went over here to 9 to 5 Linux. They have a good article on it also. There's all that stuff. I did download the beta version. I created a VM and now we're going to start the VM and install it. And here we have the boot screen. So we're going to have an integrity check, hardware detection, boot from local drive, memory test, all that standard stuff. VirtualBox stuff. We're going to enter and we're going to start this up. The next mention, you hit escape and you see all the boot stuff. Gives you something to watch while it's booting. Well, that way you can see any errors, because, you know, OKs are good. Red errors are bad. Once again, it takes a while to decompress an ISO in VirtualBox. And here we come. And there we have it. It already resized. But we're going to hit Control F, go full screen, type display, and we're going to set the resolution to, where are you at? There you are. Then we're going to apply it. And we're going to keep it. Okay, now we have the screen resolution set so we can all see what's going on. Kinda. We can close that out. Then we're going to hit Control F to go full screen. Then we have the installer right here, right on the desktop. We're going to highlight that. Then we're going to start the installer. That's interesting. I like that look. Let's go. Well, by all means. Is this not interesting? Okay, well, selected English, United States. Indianapolis, America, that's good. Eastern time zone we are. 9 days we get to change times again. Awesome. I think we're leaping forward now. I can never remember. I've been doing it for 60 years. English keyboard. I'm liking this installer. This is kind of nice. Especially, apparently a homebrewed installer. Username. I have one of those. Oh, whoops. Don't be tabbing so fast, Brucey. Your computer name. Linux Mint Debian Edition 5. What do you mean red arrows? Doesn't like capitalization? Well, don't you just... So we're still gonna call it Linux Mint DE5. There, I'll show you. Username Bruce. Choose a password. Repeat the super secret password so we don't launch the space shuttle. Requires a login. Login automatically, no. No encryption folders for me. One may do so if they like. Next. Automatic disk detection. Disk manual partition. I've not done this yet, so we're seeing this live. There we go. That works. So we're going to click... Apparently you can set up LVMs and encrypt and do manual partitioning. We're just going to do a system thing, let it do its own thing. however it wants to do. Yes, this will delete. Go ahead and delete it. Do you want to set partitions for you? This will erase all data. Yes, please. Awesome. Install the Grub bootloader on SDA. Yes, please. Apparently, we can put it on 2 other partitions. Be interesting to see the scheme that we chose. And we have a summary. US English, American keyboard, generic keyboard, Bruce, automatic login disabled, home encryption disabled, installing bootloader on STA5, DA, automatic install, VBox, STA, disabled. Okay. So it's decompressing and installing the image. We're going to pause the video. It's 15:51. Ooh. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back into full screen mode here because it's getting close to being done. It's just your rest of this is just kind of a standard install. It has all the sliding screens. Telling about all the features. Did I watch them? No. I'll play with them later. But it's 15:55, so it's going pretty quick. I'll be done here in a minute. It's been in 3-4 minutes. Five minutes to install nowadays is not unheard of. Actually, it's beginning to be kind of common. What we may do is go ahead and take a first look at this after it gets installed. Kind of look and see what's new. Then we may play with it for a couple of days, then come back and take a little more in-depth look. This is Linux Mint's Debian Edition. I do hope someday they get away from the Ubuntu craziness. I swear that they just took a good product and run it into the ground. Too many issues with Snaps and Microsoft and a bunch of other Firefox and a bunch of other stuff. It's just craziness. Crazy. Looking forward to this coming out of beta because the Linux Mint Ubuntu versions that I have 2 of that I use will probably be changed over to Linux Mint Debian Edition. Because I just feel like I'm just done with all the snappiness and the craziness that's going on over Ubuntu. I'm just kind of done with them. That's my personal opinion, and it's my personal choice, and I just go along with what Tom over at SwitchedToLinux said. If I remember, I'll try to post a link in the video below. Install has finished, See, that's pretty quick. About 6 minutes. So we're going to hit. Do you want to restart your computer and use? No, I don't want to restart it. I want to exit and remove the ISO. So we're going to shut this VM down. Shut down, please. Hey, it'll take it a minute. I really do hate these Plymouth screens. You can't see what's going on. Let's press escape and see what's happening. Oh, aren't you just a peach? Now see, if I wouldn't hit escape, I'd have never known this. Hit enter. Well, man, I didn't have to go out. Anyway, that's a pain in the butt. I don't know about that. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes looking at a blank screen with a name in the middle of it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. I tell you, I hate it. By the way, I hate it. Let's go down here to optical drive, and yes, it is empty. So let's do the start and see what we come up with. And there's the boot screen. That was kind of fleshy. Well, yeah. And there's that screen. Some of these fails are not important things. And there we have a boot. Nice. Booted nice and fast. Let's see if it sees the... Yes, I know. That's just the way you work. Let's go here and change the display. Apparently did not pick up on it, so... Apply, keep, close, Control F, and there we have the new desktop. Nice. Welcome. Then we have first steps, where you can choose your colors, light, dark. I prefer dark. Here are accent colors. Pink. Alrighty. Let's choose red. I like red. There we go. Nice. We can have traditional panel or the new look. I kind of like the new look. For those that want to do system snapshots, there you can do that. I don't believe in doing that. I just do the backup of the home partition or the home folder. Keep a backup of it. And when I nuke and pave, I just reinstall the home folder. You're going to have to set up your software again anyway, so really no big deal. Actually, in an hour, I can have my system back up and running where I left off. Each to their own. multimedia codes. With this being Debian, you have to install the multimedia codes because they do not believe in proprietary codes. So we're downloading and installing those proprietary codes. So take a second. Good old fast DSL. When you live out in the sticks, it's what you get. Especially when you have a cable company that's a butthead. You want to charge 3 times the price of the internet. Downloading additional packages, installing those. Wonder why they didn't have you update first. Anyway, you have a system manager, settings manager, software manager, firewall. Let's take a look at the software manager. They always have such a good software manager. Probably one of the best in my opinion. And there it is. Looks the same as always. And look, it has Flatpak enabled by default. That's nice. For those that like Flatpaks. I wonder what version that is. We got 4.5 likes. $27.23, so that's pretty new, or is new, the newest. For those that use OBS. So if you can't find it in the software store or on Flatpaks, you need to go to Arch. The AUR there is awesome. But for the most part, the average user, you know, they're just going to need Audacity and VLC, and if you want to try to play games, there's Wine, GIMP. I mean, everything you want is in here, actually. So we got documentation, help, the web forums and IRC chats and whatnot. And if you want to contribute to the project, you can go here. No, I don't want to see that anymore. Thank you. Go down to disk. And it created a 4.3 gig swap and one large partition. This free space is for journaling and whatnot. File and root system. Yep, it installs Firefox as a default. Let's open it and see if it screws up the audio. Ah, there we go. Mozilla Firefox for Linux Mint. Apparently this is the Linux Mint edition. Cool. Well, it's 97.0, so it's not that far behind. That's interesting. Not that I'm going to use Firefox, but okay. For you Firefox folks. We'll just take a quick run through here. Just your user accessories. Graphics. We have pics. Draw. That's interesting. They don't have GIMP installed. And yes, I pronounce it as GIMP. That's what it is. Firefox web browser, Thunderbird, transmission, Office. We have the full Office suite. Sound, we're using Celluloid, Rhythm Box, and I believe this is there. Apps to watch TV, and you have all your administrative stuff. Synaptic Package Manager is here. That's nice to see. In case you don't want to use the graphical installer. Time Shift. There again, if you want to use Time Shift, it's there for you. I don't use it. Like I said earlier, I just back up the home directory. Nuke and paved, reinstall, then copy my home folder back, and I'm back where I was at. Preferably don't want to do that though, but that happens. When you're playing around, you screw things up. All kind of preference windows. Have your typical settings manager. I said this wasn't going to be a... but it's kind of turned into that, hasn't it? A look and feel. Is that what they call it? First look. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm sure it has the basic Linux Mint stuff. But you can go in here and you can download the additional themes. Though I don't want to change mirrors. Apparently we do have some updates. That must have popped up all by itself. That's good. Here you can go through and add your own themes after themes after themes. Nice. And all the control panel stuff, and hardware stuff, and administrative stuff. You can change your login screen, turn on your firewall, printers, system information. So there you go. That's Linux Mint Debian Edition 5 Beta. I'm going to keep this on here and play with this for a while because I'm excited. Because I guarantee you, once this comes out of beta, I'm getting off of that Ubuntu nonsense. I'm done with them. Or again, that's my personal opinion. Everybody has one. They're like arms and legs. Everybody has some. Yeah. But anyway, let's look at the backgrounds because everybody wants to look at backgrounds. Looks like all the standard Linux Mint wallpapers. So there's a quick look around. I suggest if you use VM, download a copy, load it up, give it a play, and see what you think. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this copy. I mean, it's kind of fitting, right? We have EznixOS Debian Edition running Linux Mint Debian Edition in a VM. Awesome. Man, I love that wallpaper. Those were good days. OS 2. Ain't that right, Eznix? Okay, my friends. Take care. God bless. Like I always say, be kind to each other. Love each other. You never know when you're going to see them again. Or if you do. I kind of say a little bit different every time, don't I? So the ones you love them. And we'll see you, if and when you can see me, in another video. God bless. Bye.